Come here. Give me a hug. Come on in for the real thing. Come on. Come on, that's it. That's it. It's a little awkward. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Thank you for the hug, and welcome to another FAQ Monday. I'm your host, Fluff. We had a few questions, and I thought, let's spin up the old FAQ Monday machine. We're going to get to them. We're going to answer the hard-hitting questions that are thrown at me, and I'm going to hit them into the night of the darkened baseball stadium, which doesn't make any sense. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyways, first question. Have you ever tried Agile Guitars? I'm tempted to order one, but I'm very suspicious because they sell them for dirt cheap. I've only tried a few Agile Guitars, and my consensus based on those instruments is this. They're kind of all over the place. I think the setups could be much, much better. For example, the one that my buddy Jared Dines got, the neck was severely backbowed. It's a nice looking guitar. Cosmetically, they look amazing. The fit and finish, like anything else, you get what you pay for. And I think, in my personal opinion, for that same amount of money, you could do much better getting an ESP or a Schecter of the same monetary value, just because the fit and finish on those guitars is a little bit better. And, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of support. I mean, I haven't obviously used Agile support, but, you go to Rondo Music and then you just select these, you find these random guitars on these random pages and you select one. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there are good ones. I've played a few decent ones, but for my money, I'd rather just go ESP or Schecter or something like that. Thoughts on EMG and Seymour Duncan pickups? They're classics. I mean, what are you really going to say about either one of those pickup companies? EMG started the whole active pickup thing. They've been at it for a long time. A lot of their pickups are not my favorite, just personally speaking. However, I think the 5766 set is one of brilliance, and it feels so much different than their traditional pickups. And I think that's probably their best offering so far. With Duncan, I think, again, they're classic. Seymour Duncan is classic, it's the top of the mountain right there. However, having said that about both companies, I think it's sad that the stigma still remains today with a lot of players. They won't even try anything else. And I think there are a lot of pickups out there that are just as good, if not better, than the offerings from those companies, in my personal opinion. I will say to my guitar friends, yes, but have you tried, the Lace Deathbucker? Well, no, I only use Seymour Duncan. You're not even going to try something else? So it's that kind of mentality that guitarists tend to have, where they only use this brand. I think that gets a little silly, because why not try all the offerings that are out there? Why not try Mojo Tone pickups, Lace pickups? I can't believe Lace pickups aren't absolutely ruling the world, because the clarity and the definition and the entire line that they have are much more diverse, in my opinion, than something that Seymour Duncan offers. They have more low end, for one. But, teach his own. I just think a lot of people should try more things other than just EMG and Seymour Duncan, myself. Greetings from Norway, home of what used to be Vikings. How do you approach making harmonies? Is it a theoretical way, or do you just try thing out? I actually have a kind of twisted sense of melody, in that my use of octaves and dissonant melodies comes from a wide range of things that you wouldn't necessarily put together on your own just listening to my stuff, I think. The octave stuff is really based in punk rock. Been a long time punk rock listener. The 90s punk rock stuff just changed my world. And, bands like Good Riddance and Pennywise and Bigwig were absolutely pivotal for me in understanding how melody works on a very basic level. Because, punk rock is not the super sophisticated thing, although you have bands like Strung Out and Lagwagon who are a little more technically savvy than a lot of other bands that are out there, but the melodic message is usually the same. It's just building on basic melodic structures. I don't know any theory hardly at all. I know basic chords and where to go, but I don't know, I'm going to be in Dorian for this or anything like that. So really it's just I loop a section that I want a melody on, and I just work it out over the loop. So I'll play something over and over and over and over and over again, and just sit there and work it out. Maybe I'll record multiple takes and listen and A/B which ones I like. Sometimes I'll do that. But really, it's just old punk rock melody and, yeah, punk rock melody. My suggestion to you this week is to check out the Kung Fury I guess it's David Hasselhoff. David Hasselhoff's new music video right here. It's incredible, and it's so 80s. I don't know if you know the background of Kung Fury, but it's basically a tribute to the 80s nostalgic movies of guns and kung fu and cheesy 80s related stuff. And the music is just so spot on, and it instantly took me back to being 12 years old again. And every once in a while I miss the 80s, and it's things like these that make that happen. At any rate, I am your host, Fluff. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a question, please feel free to leave them down below in the comments or my Ask FM account, and I will see you next time. Check 1 2. Check a mic, check a 1 2. La 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 la. Oh. I think we're mic check.